before you label me a pessimist, before you label me that, I want you to think about all of the things that I talk about any given time that are based on reality. Because I'm not a delusional person, and many of you guys are in fact delusional. Because you don't know your place relative to others in the world. You don't recognize that others in many cases are hollow, shallow people who are only intent on disenfranchising you or others around you. They like people like you because you're the people who don't focus on anything. You don't take a position, right? You don't stand for anything. And this is the reason why on a day-to-day basis out here in this world, things are allowed to happen, because all of you do nothing people sit around idly by and watch shit goes down, right? And you don't do anything to affect change or foster a more positive outcome. Now today I was having a conversation earlier this morning, right? Because it's still pretty early, but it's not, it's not as early as it was. And earlier, I felt a certain type of way this morning. I had a couple of cups of coffee. I still had that grumpy thing going on. I didn't feel like doing anything for the day. But see, us go-getters, we have to go out here and move and shake, and we have to do things to produce, right? And, that keeps me going most of the time. But today, I realized that I just don't like the majority of people that I see on a day-to-day basis. And I know that that's something that, one of you or many of you may feel that that's something that I need to work on. And I do. And I admit that I do need to work on that. But being realistic about is what I was talking about a minute ago. I am realistic in why I don't like a person, right? If you have the potential to harm me, and I can prove that, or I can reference that directly from seeing you do it in another situation, then I'm not gonna trust you too much, right? And it's not really about me not thinking about why I'm taking this course of action. And a lot of you people don't think, and I always say that because you just don't grab onto things. You seem to think it's okay for people to feel the way they want. And it is on some level. But when their feelings and actions affect your lives, then that's when you need to want to take a stand and shut that down, because a lot of it is dysfunctional. So because a person is poor, they're allowed to break into your home and murder you, or rob you, or home invade you or something, because they don't have something? Because that man is sexually deprived, right? And he's mentally disturbed. Is he allowed to rape and harm women because he feels like it? Should he be allowed to do that? No. The only things that really matter are when they become extreme. Those are the only times that these things are really something to pay attention to, because otherwise they're just abstract thoughts, right? We see things on the news and we just don't connect them to us. We don't realize that we could be those people, right? They may as well be TV characters or something, because we don't connect. I don't like you people, and this will be my 150th time saying that I don't like you people, because I don't. So don't count. Don't tally up how many times I say this, because you're not likable. You're not trustworthy. You have poor character traits. I don't like any of you people, just in basic social spaces, right? You folks don't even have the fucking decency to be courteous to other people. You're not polite. You play petty games. You're like fifth grade children. I I do business with the most juvenile, petty, immature people you could ever imagine in life. And then these people go on to do bigger things, and you see the outward products or the things that they put their hands on. But these people inside are hollow people. You know? I'm tired of the two-faced, duplicitous, dumb assholes that I encounter every day, right? I see a lot of women on a daily basis when I'm going, through the offices and stuff like that. And a lot of you are just fake. And you learned it from people in your families. The people that you grew up with, right? Which means that those people have poor quality traits, character traits. It's so many things that I see on a daily basis that does not have to be, but the person who's doing it or infringing seems to enjoy doing the things that they're doing. They're very comfortable, and it comes easy to them. It doesn't come easy to me to harm another person, right? Because I'm not built like that. But many of you are built like that. We need to break you down and use that metal for scrap or something, because you're not worth anything. I was in a store the other day, and they were like they were doing a drive for the recycling or something, and there was a man working in the store, and he was just yelling at people as they came up. If they put this stuff in the wrong bin, he would say, "Put it in this bin, put it in that bin." He would yell at people, right? And I was like, this guy really feels powerful in this spot. He's just telling people to put something in this can versus that can, but that little bit of authority was enough for him to just come out of character and just poorly mannered, disrespectful to people. So if I call him a low-life loser, if I told him that he was a loser in life because of what he was doing, then he would be greatly offended by that comment. And I don't think he's necessarily a loser for what he's doing, but I'm just saying, when somebody affords you a small amount of power, who you are ultimately determines how you're going to use that power and what you're going to do. So I don't like people. I don't like people because I just don't see anything worth liking. I give people chances on an individual basis, right? Women are the same, men are the same. You all act like assholes. I don't even really know too many people on this planet that I really care for, that I really like. Except for my immediate family and very close personal business associates and friends. I don't really like any of you guys. See, you don't know what I think about you because I'm very professional. And yes, of course, I will do what needs to be done to get the task completed, right? If there's a project, that's more important than what I feel about any of you guys. So I'm going to do the necessary steps and things in order for us to have success with these things. But on a personal level, you will never be invited to my home, ever. On a personal level, I will never look out for you the way I would look out for someone that I care about or love, right? If some of you, many of you could be on fire, I wouldn't piss on you, right, to put the fire out. I wouldn't even do that for you because that's just you're getting what you deserve. Mondays are always terrible because people come to work, and the reasons why you don't want to come to work is not because you're necessarily a lazy person, but you just don't feel like dealing with that fucking poor energy that you see every day when you go to work. Especially on Mondays, especially if you had a weekend off and you're coming to work. Now, even people who run their own businesses have to deal with other people, and it is just as much headache as working a job. It is in some cases it's more extreme because it's all on you, and if you do something wrong or you err, you will have to eat the consequences. So dealing with people and making moves every day, the stress of that on that social level, as well as trying to handle business successfully, is a lot of stress. And I am human, right? I'm an empathic human, so I'm able to feel and see the bullshit of other people, whether I want to see it or not. They wear it on their sleeves. Is presented there for me to see. You know, you people act like children. You know, everyone wants attention, but you don't deserve it. We give attention to things that attract us. That's human nature, right? But you're not worthy of anyone's attention. We all need to turn our backs to you because you're not worth looking at. You're not worth reflecting on, right? You create bad feelings in other people. You create resentment and doubt in other people. So why should you be amongst us? You know, I am pessimistic. And I think that's being realistic. So I was talking to that person, to you person that I was talking to today. You know, yes, sometimes I'm not in the best mood, but that's because I don't like people like you, nor do I like other people that I see that are like you. I don't like any of you guys. You know, and as soon as I start my day, and I know I have to deal with people because I do a lot of business things, and as soon as I start my day, and you know, especially if I don't have any coffee, as soon as I start my day and I'm dealing with you folks, you know, I realize I have a lot to do today. I have a lot on my plate. You know, you make me realize the magnitude of what I have to accomplish. Cause see, in a good spirited mood, I can just go about that task and just say, oh, I'll do this, I'll do that. But see, when there's other things involved, when you just have to deal with people and the different personality types and just the wheeling and dealing and shit, it's just sometimes it can be overwhelming. So yes, I am human, and sometimes I need to reset. You know, I may take a vacation very soon because I need to reflect. You know, regroup. You know. Oh, wow. And I talk about bad behavior every day. You would think I'd run out of shit to talk about. Apparently not. Oh, wow. Let me give you some quick tips. Let me pull it together here. You're going to always have to deal with people, for better or worse. Try to make the best of it. Try to stay focused on your task at hand. If you're working a 9-to-5 job, try to focus on your duties for the day and get through the day. Practice humility when dealing with other people, right? To avoid negative interactions, and respect, courtesy, and all that stuff. And see, these are things that, you know, it sounds like all of this stuff sounds nice, but that's really what it is. It's being nice. Try to be nice, okay? And see if it comes back to you. Now, from what I've experienced, I think being nice to people, a lot of people take your kindness for weakness. And this is what I was going back to the pessimism thing. But try to go through your day and ignore the people that are not necessary to get through your day. And, you know, eventually, you know, you'll get numb enough that you can handle that. Right? Because I can't handle it right now. And I for real, I think I'm going to have another cup of coffee, and I think I'll just, you know, I'll get some more stuff done. But I think I need to take a vacation. You folks may want to look into that for yourselves if you're having these similar problem in your professional lives. But we'll be talking soon. You know, everything's going to be okay. I just want you guys to have a good day. Put your best foot forward. Like and share my videos. Please subscribe as well. Until we talk again, take care.